Far to the east is a vast desert, where the sun beats down onto the denizens, where the winds from the sandstorms can tear a man's flesh from his body, and is the origins of one of the deadliest warriors in the hamlet. She represents a confluence of skill, of grace, of strength, and determination. Her name is Amani, and she is regarded as the Shieldbreaker. Amani was born a slave, and at a young age she was inducted into the Order of Dancers. This order places a great deal of importance onto perfection and flawlessness, and will only desire the best and most beautiful dancers in their ranks. This order would also harshly punish failure. It's implied that they were beaten and whipped for their poor performances, and Amani would tend to the other dancers when they received such punishments. She would train and practice with the other dancers, performing shows to audiences and other royal lords for coins and jewels. But she would always be reminded of her status in life. She was a slave dancer, nothing more. Property for men to ogle over and claim ownership of. She grew to despise her audience, her life, and what she was. She was viewed as a beautiful thing, trapped in a cage, longing to be free. Eventually, her beauty and grace was noticed by the nobility, and she was sent to the palace as a gift for the vizier. This vizier was regarded as a cruel man, who was known for his mistreatment of those in his service. As she was in the wagon, heading towards the palace, she finally made her choice. This was the moment she would finally escape her cage. She was able to loosen her bonds, grab a spear, and kill the guards. Unfortunately, the wagon careened off a cliff and crashed at the bottom. Guards were dead, but her arm was stuck under a pile of wreckage. And then, from the shadows, the snake appeared and bit down on her hand, injecting her with its venom. Forced to make a choice, she grabbed a dull knife from one of the guards and began to hack away at her flesh, trying to keep the poison from spreading any further up her arm. She screamed and cried as she cut off her own hand. There would be no more crowds, no more audiences. She was finally free. Or so it would seem. This moment had a deep psychological effect on her. She would be haunted by the memories of it, suffering recurring nightmares about snakes. She was free from one cage and imprisoned in another. She made her way west, towards the hamlet. Why she came here is kinda obvious. It's a faraway place in an overlooked part of the world. It's the perfect place to hide from the vizier and his agents. I mentioned how she's one of the deadliest warriors in the hamlet. Her years of practice as a dancer prepared her well for combat. Armed with her assegai, she glides over and through enemies, piercing their defenses. She also uses the venom from snakes to apply blight damage. She even claims to still feel the venom in her body. The Shieldbreaker prefers to fight gracefully, constantly moving, shifting, and dodging. She might carry a buckler on her other arm, but it does little to protect her, so it's best if she's paired up with someone who doesn't mind taking the hits for his companions. He is their guardian, their shield, someone to lean on. His body might be weary from all the years of combat, but his mind holds the tactics and strategies from over 100 campaigns.